Welcome back to today's video where we talk about Yuga Labs, the owners and the creators of Bored Ape Yacht Club, which is a sensation in NFT market. And this Bored Ape Yacht Club is this company is based on $4 billion, and we are gonna analyze this and go in the depth, like what actually Yuga Labs is and how many other uh, projects it owns, and what are the technicals around this $4 billion company, which is like a sensation in NFT world. So this is Bored Ape Yacht Club, the very first adventure of Yuga Labs, where they created these 10,000 NFTs, which are like they had a image of like bored ape, and this is like a ape who's bored and doing different things. They were traits, and this was their initial job to do and their vision. But when they sold out 10,000 NFTs of Bored Ape Yacht Club. This was trading at 0.08 ETH, which is hardly like $240 at that time. And then it took them like a week to sold out, like to sell all the 10,000 items. But then it was not just like their vision wasn't, as they were such influential and they were making something new and bringing NFTs to the crypto world. They soon broke out, and like in February 2021, they launched their Bored Ape Yard collection, where they sold out 10,000 NFTs of Bored Ape Yard, which is like currently at 70 ETH and went as high as 170 ETH. And 170 ETH is a really big amount. So they are evolving and evolving. They made their own coin, and there is a big history to this Yuga Labs, as they are the two of them founders, which I'll share their pictures right now. And they own a chain now. So like they created Bored Ape Art Club first, and then when the Bored Ape Art Club was created, and few months later, they went down and created Mutant Ape Yacht Club, and they increased the supply to 20,000, and like now it's like 13 ETH. And this is like they whatever they have been touching, it has been going into the gold. So we consider this as like a Bitcoin of NFT market. And as you come into the NFTs, you need to know about these, as that is really valuable for your knowledge, and you need to know who are the kings in this NFT community who actually initiated the role. And then when they started making money, and people started they gaining hype. So then they created Mutant Ape Yacht Club, and it came under the domain of Yuga Labs, where they increased the supply to get in more people into their ecosystem. So the Mutant APR Club and like the Board APR Club had a very similarity between them, because those who had like Board APR Club in their treasury, they were entitled to make a Mutant APR too. So they were 10,000 from who acquired like these Mutant APR clubs, and there were 10,000 more who bought it. And then it's like at 13 ETH, whopping 13 ETH floor, and like Mutant Ape itself is at like 70 ETH. Let me show you Mutant Ape, and let's see. So this is Mutant Ape itself with a like 12 or 13 ETH floor, and it went as high as like 25 ETH too. I have seen it there, and there is like a 460,000 ETH, which is a really big amount volume traded. So they became a sensation, and this was really new into the NFTs world, which they took advantage of, and like started making gains out of it. And these were the two which initially came under the Yuga Labs ecosystem. But then as you can see on the screen, they have like six of their ventures which have me bits. And then they went on and bought like crypto a 2 crypto punks. And CryptoPunks at that time was really it is still, it trades at like big whopping amount too. CryptoPunks, let us see them too. So this is also a project owned by Yuga Labs, which is like not traded on OpenSea. It has its own marketplace, and it is as old as like 2017. It's like 5 years old now. So it also comes under the Yuga Labs. So after all this success, what Yuga Labs thought was like, okay, we have done this. and now we need to do something different. And then they went on, and like they thought to create and enter metaverse after seeing many people, like Facebook introduced its name with Meta. So they need to actually begin and like live up to its expectation into the NFT world. So they thought to create a metaverse lands and thing. So they came up with the idea of other deed, which is called for their project, which have 100,000 supply to bring more in people. And for that, for a company like $4 billion worth, they made their own coin, which is like traders these days trade. It's called ApeCoin, and many ventures came into it. And ApeCoin was a sensation when it released on the biggest uh, exchanges, and it was traded there. So then, what they did was they wanted to create other deed, and like that is what they call their metaverse. And then they wanted people to buy it with their ape coin. So this made a cash flow for their coin. So like people actually bought their coin to buy the other side and made really, really good profits. So let us have look at their one of the metaverses, which is called other deed for other side. Let us see. So this is their metaverse. Like they have 100,000 items, and this was created back in April 2022. And we have, if we have a look at this is like their land, and like it's trading at 1.5 ETH. So they wanted people to buy ApeCoin and then buy it, and like it has all that, you know, the categories and what is the resource in the land, and like it's trading and like selling. So they have made really, really good fortunes. And then they have one more collection, which if we go into the deep and see, maybe it's, and it has its own, it is Lego based, and it's its own purpose. So they have about 6 to 7 big projects, which makes them a $4 billion company. And people just like, you know, there's everyone's dream in the crypto world is to have a Bitcoin with them or many Bitcoins with them. But in NFT world, who are the NFT enthusiasts, they want to have a board ape art, a mutant ape art. So these are the, you know, people who, you know, want actually to have these collections, because they're as supreme. When you get them, you get into that club, which is like, you know, the supreme and elite club in the NFT world. And this is like the Meebits creation, and they created it. And they have been doing many things, and they have some competitors too, which we are going to discuss their finances, and like what actually as a company Yuga Labs is into the upcoming videos. For now, you just need to have a look at their ecosystem, what is around their ecosystem. They have Board APR Club, you can see on the screen. Then they have Meebits, you can see on the screen. And then they have CryptoPunks, they have Mutant APR Club. And then these are the all projects they have under their ecosystem. And then at lastly, they call it the ape coin, which is a really, really big sensation. So that's it for today. We bring in more